How's it going, Raider Nation? We're here after another. Keep saying, going over and over. Terrible, unbelievable performance in LA. Before you get to that, just shout out to sponsor Residency, always making those cool hats. So check them out. This loss to the Los Angeles Rams, I wouldn't say I didn't see it coming, but it's just false hope every week for us, Raider Nation. Every week, we come back and play, oh, this is the week we turn things around. This is the week we turn things around. Knowing, or most of us knowing, what we're going to see. I do believe yesterday, if Aiden O'Connell doesn't get hurt, we win that game. It was just terrible once Minshew took over. Turned over the ball 4 times. How did this Raider staff pick this guy to come out camp as a starting quarterback? Like I said, I backed them up. I didn't agree with the decision to go with Minshew over Aiden OC, but that was their call, and I'm always going to back up the Raiders starting quarterback until there's a point where, all right, prove me wrong. And in this case, I wouldn't say I was right. I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying Aiden OC was the better quarterback. He's not going to be our starting quarterback going into next year, but he's the better choice between him and Gardner Minshew. And AP, man, I don't even think he's making the decisions. Who's making these decisions for him? 4th and goal with, I believe, under 3 minutes to go. We're down by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And you decide to kick a field goal knowing if you get the ball back, you still have to score a touchdown. A touchdown. You go for it right there from your own 9. We don't get it. All right. The Rams are still backed up. We still have 3 timeouts. And Luke Getsy. I don't even want Luke Getsy. So we've been saying pass the ball, right? We come into this game against one of the worst defense at stopping the run. And what do? We pass more than we run. Like, these decisions that these coaches are making just makes you question, like, who has it in on them? Like, the only explanation for AP not going for it, or the Raiders not going for it right there, is someone had to be betting the money line, 7.5, and they kicked the field goal to make it a 5-point game. Like, why? Once again, Raider Nation, thank you guys for showing up. You guys were awesome. And Sofi, once again, and the Raiders continue to put this product on the field for us fans to just give them a reason to just rank on owner Mark Davis, AP head coach, Luke Getsy, and the rest. The only people we know is that's been consistent for us is the defense. The defense. Patrick Graham's been doing an astounding job, and we may lose him for a head coaching job next year. So we're not even taking advantage of that. And our defense didn't even allow a touchdown that was not forced by a turnover. They scored on every possession they had after a turnover. Matthew Stafford did not score unless they forced a turnover on defense. We held them to under 250 yards, I believe. And you can't win a game when your defense is giving up 20 points. I wouldn't even say 20, because one was a fumble to return a touchdown. 13 points. 13. Unexcusable, unexplainable. I'll tell you this right now. AP's job is on the line because of Luke Getsy. I'm not saying he should get fired. I hope he doesn't get fired, because nothing comes of it by switching coaches every year. But Mark Davis has officially put AP on the hot seat because of the decision of him not firing or still going with Luke Getsy as a play caller. If you don't want to fire him, fine. But let someone else have an input, or let someone else have the play calling duties. We have people on the staff. We made flashy headlines. We signed Tom Brady. I mean, we didn't sign him. He's my only owner now, Tom Brady. And Richard Seymour. Big for us. But that doesn't matter. Stop trying to feed us these flashy lies and or disguising how bad our team is with these signings or ownership takes. No. The only thing that's going to fix it is you win on the field. You could get freaking the best team on paper, but if they still do what Raiders do every single year, what's the whole point? These fans don't want to hear it. We've been going through it for years and years and years. The only thing that's going to solve this is winning. Winning on the football field. So none of that matters. Who Mark Davis gets, who the Raiders are projected to draft at QB. This team right now just looks dead in the water offensively. I was speaking to a Raider fan, and he watches every week just because he's a fan, an older fan. But he made a good point. It's just sad. And I really thought about it. And watching that game at Sofi on Sunday didn't even make me cheer or anything. Or forward after that first quarter after what I seen. Like I said, I looked over to some people and said, I don't know if this is pathetic or just sad. Or both. This offense, I don't even think you could call it offense. What does this offense bring that's going to make us change our minds? Like, okay, we could score more than 14 points. We didn't even score that yesterday. 12 points. Right now, looking miserable. And you know what's going to happen on Sunday, I believe? We're going to beat the Chiefs. You know why? That's just a Raider thing to do. Lose to teams we're supposed to beat. Chiefs come in here with the quarterback not playing good and our defense is solid. And then we're going to end up scoring more than 20 points. Watch. And just win a game we're not even supposed to. And maybe, give Chiefs more motivation as we did last year to go on a three-peat. Even though I hate them. They're not the best team playing right now on the field. Their defense is good, but they're not the best team overall. But until you take them down, you can't deny that they are the team to beat in football. Until you take down the champions. So, what does this leave us? Leaves us with, what you can get from this offense. Bad quarterback playing. Minshew. We gotta cut ties with him. He showed us already, rooting for the guy. Great person, great everything, but your play is terrible, man. Can't have that. There are some plays, like on one, we had a screen. We set up a screen beautifully. Walk-in touchdown. I believe it was on the last possession I believe the first play, first and goal, where he just rolled out to the right and threw it away. I could be wrong with that, but on that play, we had a beautiful screen. Walk-in touchdown. You got to know where these plays are. Of course, the blitz is going to come because the line, that's what they're supposed to do on the screen. He's supposed to dump it off, but he rolls out, man. Rolls out. And then, on the previous play, we have Cohen Miller and I believe it was Brock Bowers blocking the same guy on the end around instead of blocking the corner. And we would have had a touchdown right there. And then we can't even score after our defense gives us the ball inside the red zone. Unbelievable. Just frustrating loss after loss. And now we're going to go into Chiefs week. Who thinks we're going to win that game? It's just the Raider thing to do. And then we play the Bengals. And we're going to go into a bye. Looking at a 2-7 record at the bye. And it doesn't get easier for us. So with that being said, Raider Nation, I apologize on behalf of the team of the pathetic offense we're putting out there. And this is why that Chiefs game on Sunday is going to be a Chiefs home game. It's going to look like when the 49ers go into SoFi against the Rams. See a red all over. And I don't blame Raider Nation for not wanting to spend that hard-earned money and the team came and put on a product we could be proud of on the field. Just disappointing. Take this week, just breathe, and I know we'll be back watching, supporting the team. Because that's what we do at Raider Nation. As Raider Nation. Just troubly times, Raider Nation. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys. See you next time.